Where you used to smile, I sit again today, all by myself. A sip of my cold coffee brings back your voice in waves. Even your smallest words now chill my heart inside. That smile I knew too well creeps in with tears I've tried to hide. The wind moves on so easily, as if seasons mean nothing at all. But I seem to be stuck right there where you and I pause time, at the place where you used to smile. I keep calling out your name, even if love's gone, even if it's over, you still breathe inside my days, right here where you smiled. The memories left are warm, but why does my heart feel so cold? A faded season in a photograph holds me still in yesterday. Told myself I'd be fine, said it again and again, but somehow, no matter what, it always leads me back to you. At the place where you used to smile, ask myself once more, can forgetting be real? Can letting go be true? Here, where your presence lingers still, but still, because this place remains, I can begin to walk again. With the warmth your loved ones left, I move forward little by little from where you smiled. Ooh, as I walk this lonely road, rushes through me like the wind. Ooh, I'm calling your name. I stop at the end of the trees where we held hands for the first time. Between the sounds of falling rain, I swear I hear your voice again. Memory wraps around me like a silent raincoat of longing. Even if I say I've moved on, not today. I'm missing you more today, even clearer as time goes by. You seep through me like the rain, and I can't let you go. Ooh, I'm still right here, and even when tomorrow comes, I know I'll still miss you like today. My steps on fallen leaves whisper, I miss you. The rain has passed tonight, and as if by magic the sky cleared. Beneath the burning hues of red, I sit alone on our old bench, right where you used to be. Sunlight brushes across my hand, the breeze softly whispers your name, and your face returns to me. Do you remember the sunset we shared? How it lived inside your eyes. We smiled without a word, a picture painted by the light. Beneath the sunset waiting for you, I become a today. I wait for you. The sunset disappears. The sky can't carry you away, and I stay just the same under the light, waiting for you. These tears keep flowing. No one listens in this night. My pillow soaked, the window shut. Time stands still without you. How many times did I call your name until my voice cracked, until my heart broke? Your eyes stare back from a photograph, smiling. Why does it hurt so much? Memories rise one by one of you I'll never see again. I promised myself I'd forget, said I'd be okay, but just your name brings me to my knees again. I cried your name all through the night. Even the rain outside went quiet. You never came back, but I'm still here, living in you. Did I cry myself to sleep again? Even morning feels sorry for me. In my empty cup, my reflection, it looks like you. Your name again. Your name again. Will tomorrow be different? Will I stop crying at last? But here and now, I'm filled with nothing but you. I cried your name all through the night. Even in dreams I searched for you. If only I could hold you there, just for a moment, please, just once, with your name still on my lips. I cried all through the night again. They just follow the wind. Our love was the same, drifting drifting away, forgotten. Your warm touch, once so close, now like leaves piled on the street. Trampled and passed by, you walked away without a word, and only much later did I realize that was goodbye. The street we used to walk together now knows only my shadow. On this quiet afternoon, it feels like that day all over again, except you're not here. That's how we ended, disappearing without a reason. The season's indifferent, we'll repeat autumn again and again. Why is love like fallen leaves, glowing for a moment, then trembling in the wind, silently disappearing, leaving only memory behind? Sometimes I hear your name like wind brushing past, and in those moments I crumble all over again. The love we shared was never alive. So why did we turn away like strangers? Our love scattered like fallen leaves. I know I can't gather them again, but still I walk over them because your name remains there. You fell silently on my heart like a leaf, and I'm still wandering through the pile. The rain had just stopped. I sat carefully on a damp bench, closed my umbrella, looked up at the sky, and your face drifted between the clouds. Sunlight started to spread again. The wind carried the scent of you and me walking together. It was this very bench where we last sat. You turned your head in silence, and I knew then it was the end. Raindrops clung to the bench, my handprint left behind, looking like someone's quiet waiting. Since that day I started talking to myself more often. Same season, same time, same bench, but you're no longer here. Only memories are sitting in front of me now. I sat long on the bench, not to forget but to remember a little longer. The warmth we once shared, I held it quite big in the palm of my hand. Children ran around, dogs barked, and old couples strolled side by side. In the middle of it all, I was still looking for you. Can I ever love someone again? I've asked myself that question countless times, but the answer always stayed right here on this bench. Again today I sat here in the very place you left behind. The emptiness you left felt clearer than any scenery in the world. And in the end I had to get up, but my feet kept circling that same spot again. They say everyone goes through heartbreak. They say time will make it easier. I've told others the same, like placing a small bandage on someone else's wound. But when night falls, as the lights go out one by one, there's no hand to reach for me, so I cry quietly beneath the blanket. I cry because it hurts so much. Even that I couldn't say aloud, so I laughed it off again and again. But I never learned how to comfort myself. Tears spilled in secret flow, quieter than any sound. Afraid of being found, even the soft wind hides my sobs for me. I walk among people pretending I'm okay, replaying old conversations in my head. Why did I say that? Why couldn't I just let it go? Someone who'd hold me before I even knew I needed it. I know they don't exist, still I wished just once someone would say it's okay. So I cry again in secret on a side street, in the subway, in the corner of a quiet cafe. Ooh, tears fall so softly, even I don't notice them at first. When sorrow wells up to my throat and feels ready to break, I look to the sky. Somewhere beyond the clouds, someone sleep. Maybe I did, or maybe I just closed my eyes and let time pass. Breathing in a heavy sigh, I opened the window. There it was, the thick dawn fog, so dense I couldn't see even a step ahead. There was a time I desperately wanted to know your heart, every word, every glance. I tried to decipher them all. I thought it was love, but now I know it was obsession. You loved me the best you could. You kept nothing from me, always met me with a bright smile. So why did I wander, lost inside that fog? Sorrow hangs in the air, settling over my heart like morning mist, blinding everything in its path. It wasn't your heart that was unclear, it was the haze inside mine. And only now I understand. I said I loved you, but still measured you by my own scale. And when you weren't just like me, I let myself get hurt. I hated that part of me, I still do. Now I see you weren't inside the fog. It was my heart that had always been clouded, and you embraced me through it all. Or someone truly warm. Sorrow hangs in the air, settling over old memories as I walk through the day. But someday this fog will lift too, and I hope when it does, all I remember is your warmth. Each morning I think of you, and again the mystery turns, but I make a vow, even within it I'll only miss you. I won't resent you. I looked up without meaning to. The night was clear and full of stars. How can such little things shine that brightly? And in front of them I started to cry. I never knew I was someone who cried so easily. Tears fell quietly, wiped them with the back of my hand, but still I cried again. Even the smallest sparkle makes my heart ache. Why do things so clear and beautiful always bring tears to my eyes? The stars miss you, and the tears just came, but I didn't mind because you were in every tear. The light breeze brushed my cheek, and that alone made me tremble. Even the tiniest feeling brings tears now. What can I say? I guess I'm a little foolish. I spent alone, you must have been inside my heart. When I look at the stars, you appear, and when I think of you, I look up at the stars again. The stars cried, and so did I. Now I don't mind the tears anymore, because your face is inside each drop. That memory, it keeps me safe. And tonight again, I cried looking at the stars. In that moment, it felt like you were right beside me. The stars and we cried together. So warm back then, leaning on me like sunlight on my skin. Sometimes I wonder, just a little closer, would things have turned out differently? Now I walk that same old path, but my footsteps are the only ones, like fallen leaves crushed underfoot. Our memories have quietly disappeared. The wind still carries a trace of you, whispering in a voice I almost recognize. But I'm slowly learning how to live in scenes without you. Though everything has passed, the scent of that day lingers still, and sometimes it stops me in my tracks, but I don't cry anymore. Even longing, I hold it gently as I walk my path alone. I don't pull out your photo anymore. Time has drifted far above those days, and somewhere in that quiet distance my heart has grown There's no memory without its ache, but I'm here because I passed through them, like the sunset at the edge of autumn. A little lonely, but still beautiful. Everything has passed. The moments I loved you remain. yourself again, to keep going step by step. It's okay, you've come this far. You thought it was all over, didn't you? No one was there to hold you, but somehow you held yourself. A long and lonely night, a quiet whisper touches deeper when you say it was hard, wasn't it? The tears almost fall but stop. Don't blame yourself, don't cry. You've already endured more than enough. Living as if nothing happened, that itself is courage. Just like a hum, a melody wrapping your shoulders. Close your eyes and listen. You'll feel a warmth you never knew you needed. The reflection in the mirror feels unfamiliar but tender. Today, without a word, I offer myself a small smile. All the wounds will pass, and at the end, only you remain. It's okay, it's really okay, until those words finally feel true. Like a breath of air, a comfort settling over my heart. One word spoken, but it's more than enough. A quiet greeting to myself, and then I begin another day with a heart just a little lighter than before. I whisper softly to myself, you did well, you truly did well. Water washes everything away, the good days, the painful memories. It just keeps flowing in place Did anyone ever teach us that? I sat by the river, the stream passing under my feet felt like my life, or perhaps your fading touch. I've stopped naming things that I can't hold on to. If I could live like water, maybe that would be enough. Life flows like water, and I walk beside it, sometimes dipping my feet, sometimes resting a while. I can't change the current, but I feel its direction within me. Someone once said, flow always finds its way. Like the stream, people arrive in their own time. Someday this stream too will reach the sea, and I too am going somewhere. There's no need to rush, just keep flowing. Life flows like water, and I live within it. It's okay not to hold on. Things may leave, but they may return. You, me, all of us, we're quietly float. And so I rise, following the waves, following the light. I take another step. Life is flowing, and I am alive within you. Why didn't I realize back then that your smile was my whole day? So many words you left behind were quietly holding so much love. Even your indifferent gaze now warms me like a gentle memory. Even your silence that day spoke louder than any comfort. Some things you only see after time has passed. Only after losing them do you learn what they meant. Precious things I didn't know now so quietly into my heart. The warmth you left behind is what keeps me standing today. You were like a stray cat, always near, always silent. It took your absence for me to understand that kind of love. precious things I didn't know. They haven't faded with the years. Even now, in the depth of my heart, your kindness wraps around me. Everything I failed to see back then has shaped who I am now. Thank you for all you were, and I'm sorry I didn't love you more when I could. When autumn comes, my body feels it first. Energy drains and my heart follows. It's not just a cold, it's a sign that something's about to change. As the time alone stretches longer, thoughts circle back again and again. Those who hurt me and the moments I hurt someone too. Why did I act that way? Why was I in such a rush? Why did that one word cut so deeply? This season is a time to understand myself. Like branches trembling in the wind, only after the shaking ends does the stillness finally come. Several times a day, old scenes flicker through my mind. I practice holding the version of me inside those memories. Growth must feel like this, a sickness that softens the soul, and once it passes, I find myself loving me a little more. This season is a gift to understand who I am. Like leaves must fall before spring returns in my empty heart, a new version of like a habit I can't forget. Not every moment we shared can be remembered as only beautiful, but strangely, even the painful ones, I miss them. The time we spent together still breathes quietly inside me, even after our time ended. I couldn't understand myself, though our time has gone. You remain a part of me, even if I say I've forgotten. Even if you're gone, you live with me in the folds of my days. I meet new people, live through different seasons, but days without thoughts of you, they're rarer than I expected. I no longer hold on, but I don't push you away either. Even the me without you came from the us that once was. Though our time has gone, the light of you still shines. Even if that memory hurts, I won't turn my back on that light. Even after you left, I was still us. Though our time has gone, a trace of it. At night, I look up at the sky. Among countless stars, I always find that one, a star others might pass by, but to me it feels like you. Once I thought I could almost reach it. We laughed, cried, and sat in silence together. But now you are nowhere to be found, and yet closer than anything. Even after the seasons have changed, that star never moves, just like you, watching over me with the same quiet heart. That star still remains when I cry, when I smile, shining without a word, like the light of you that never fades inside me. Sometimes I speak to the star. I say today was hard, knowing you'd have understood. And when it flickers just a little, I feel it's answering me alone. star that night. They keep me from ever fully parting from you. That star still remains. I've learned to remember, not to forget, to feel gratitude, not grief, to sense your presence. If I do become a star someday, I hope to shine inside you. That star still remains inside me, in the name that is you. You once told me love means learning to wait, and while waiting we must learn to love ourselves more. Back then, I had no idea how hard that was. You held me close and said my weakness was beautiful, not to hide my tears, but to let them fall, because they make us stronger, you used to say. Even if we part someday, let's be the kind of people who change each other forever. What you taught me, patience, courage, and the grace of goodbye. I'm not who I used to be, because you taught me through love. I still hesitate sometimes. Where did I end and where did you begin? But now I know we were mirrors for each other. You taught me how to live without you, but more than that, you taught me how to love myself through the memory of us. What you taught me, not how to endure, but how to let go, not how to forget, but how to hold on kindly. You're gone now, but what you taught me lives quietly within me, deeply, gently, and warmly. Even in seasons without you, I lean gently in your direction, where the sunlight soaked in your traces quietly bloom. One day I came to realize a past love isn't the that helps me bloom only after burying farewell deep in the soil. Falling leaves are not the end. In the stillest moments life begins again. You taught me that I will bloom into a flower with the memories we shared. Though you're far away, never to return, I'll bloom just as I am. Your voice rides the wind, now I can hear it without tears. Thank you, I loved you, I live blooming you within me. When the season passes, even if days without you continue, still I will bloom like a sea tinted by your warmth. I will bloom into a flower, embracing even wounds and goodbyes. I will not resent you, because it was you who shaped me. You sprouted leaves within me, and your scent lingers through my life. I'll bloom at the end of all longing, once more as a flower. Mornings begin like the scent of coffee. Afternoons march to the rhythm of noise. Evenings seep in like melodies, quietly filling the air. La la la, la la la, la 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 la. Each day is different, but differences make the song. Even mistakes and pauses turn into music, like a gentle hum within me. La la la. On the road we once walked. La la la. Lyrics still linger in the air. Sometimes high, sometimes low, but it's alright. Each note is mine to keep. Life flows like a stream of music, never stopping, always moving. La la la, la la la. Laughter and tears all become melody. Sometimes I fall out time moves on, the sounds remain, the melodies we shared still echo inside my heart. Life flows like a stream of music, shining with the sounds we left behind. La la la, la la la, until the final part we drift together. La la la, la la la, just one song in this life, but still today I walk along with my melody. I've walked so far and long, enduring days without you, and yet I find myself standing again where you used to be. Passed through countless names, crossed over endless seasons, but only your name remains in the heart of it all. Now I begin to understand why I could never let you go. Every farewell I made was just another road that led to you. I'm going back to you again, carrying this emptied heart in silence. Though I strayed so far away, I now return quietly to your side. Softly, gently, like love blooming once again. There were times I stopped in front of memories of us, but even my halted steps still pointed towards you. All the regrets and hesitations were just days leading to you. Now I know this end was always a beginning. I'm going back to you again, on a path time itself has built. This love that won't be erased, even without saying a word, you know. Silently but surely, my love is still you. La 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 la. Today and tomorrow too. summer haze, I thought of sleep after lunch. Staring through the office window, time just drifted, blurred and pale. The sun dried out my feelings, and my face forgot how to move.
Sometimes I joke with coworkers, wash away the day with one glass of beer. But the walk home always felt the same neon signs, the same cold breeze. No one stayed with me past the night. Each day dissolved into the next.
That day was no different, but the sky looked clearer than usual. A breeze slipped between the buildings, tickled the edge of my nose, and for a second something felt
unfamiliar.
At exit 3 of Hapchong Station, as I waited for the light to change, my bag strap slipped off my shoulder, and someone quietly held it back for me. When I looked up, he wore a white shirt and a watch, pulled out his earphone with his left hand, and disappeared into the wind.
That brief moment slightly shifted my day. A touch without words, a figure without farewell.
He vanished, and so did the moment. I went back into the current of routine, as if nothing had happened. Maybe it was just another ordinary day, but somehow that moment stuck with me. No conversation, no eye contact, and yet I remember the sky, the breeze in his sleep. You were just someone passing by. No name, no face, but clearly you brushed my shoulder like a breeze. A new scene entered my day, a detail I didn't expect.
Like a sign, something subtle began in me. At the very edge of summer, when the autumn wind had just started to blow.
Subway station near exit 3, amid the crowd, a familiar silhouette brushed past, and I flinched, then looked up. He was already smiling at me. Hi, we saw each other yesterday, right? The words weren't new, but they somehow felt like a beginning. Just like that, we walked side by side around the corner. I saw the sign of the cafe I often visited. Would you like to grab a coffee? Warmer inside than outside, chocolate-toned walls, a small round table. We sat by the window. I
suddenly asked, can we see each other again? I didn't answer because the question fluttered through me too quickly like a leaf, trembling in the autumn wind. My heart too was swaying, not too fast but not still either. He asked without looking at me, and I stayed still, eyes fixed somewhere near his hands. For a moment all other sounds melted, and I felt something fall inside me, like a single leaf unannounced. Maybe the air in the cafe had changed a little, because with that one question even this small corner felt strangely new. That's how the flutter began, like autumn leaves. He entered me quietly. The wind blew outside. We both finished our drinks. There was no promise, no confession, but the way our eyes held just a little longer than before, that was enough. It was a Sunday, too bright to be real. We agreed to meet on the riverside bike road. His helmet looked slightly too big, somehow cute, and I smiled first. We rode side by side. To our right silver water shimmered, to our left cosmos flowers brushed our arms like soft hands. Between tall reeds the path narrowed. We spoke less and less, until only the sound of wheels remained. Let's stop just for a minute. We pulled over and parked the bikes on a hill where sunlight rested. We laid out what we had brought: kimbap, toast, coffee, and laughter. We sat in the shade, ate in silence. I handed him a piece of kimbap and laughed at the seaweed stuck on his lip. That day the world felt too beautiful. Sunlight, breeze, everything seemed to favor us. He played his favorite song while we sipped coffee. We hummed along and fell into the same rhythm. Our paper cups tilted in the grass. He moved a little closer and stayed. He played his favorite song while we sipped coffee. We hummed along and fell into the same rhythm. Our paper cups tilted in the grass. He moved a little closer and stayed. He absent-mindedly drew a heart on his paper cup. We said, let's see each other every day, half joking, half meaning it. We hooked become a part of my daily life. Weeknight walks after work, lazy holiday mornings by the cafe window, like a tiny recurring note in my schedule. You naturally entered my everyday. Nothing dramatic, really. Sometimes we just walked in silence, passing the same signs on the same street, saying things like, that place is still open, huh? We didn't change anything big, but somehow we started to find our place in each other. Even in the dull, monotonous days, a word from you brought autumn sunshine into my heart like a breeze, clearing away the sticky heat of summer. My mood would shift. That's how we wandered through city streets together, new paths, old alleys. Even without holding hands, we felt close. When there was no cafe, we'd sit on a bench. Even in silence, it was comfortable. We were becoming joyful lovers. Silly complaints, harmless teasing, repeating stories we told before. Even those turned into laughter. Ordinary days I barely remember became warmer just because you were in them. Maybe love lasts longer, not in grand promises or declarations, but in these quiet repetitions. Every day with you was slowly settling into my heart, just like that. No one needed to define us. This feeling had already become something that came to me every day. Same time, same path, like the same gentle sunlight with the temperature of autumn. This street I walk with you used to feel so boring, but now, like a place where sunlight lingers, I find myself wanting to walk it just a bit longer. Inside me, you came in quietly, like autumn sunshine. Toward evening, we headed to the riverside. City lights spilled over the water, and distant laughter floated in the air. People walking their dogs, children shouting in play, and a lone cat stepping lightly, pausing near us. We picked up 2 cans of beer from a nearby store. You looked up at the full round moon while I quietly watched. Your face turned red in the twilight. You talked more than usual that night, letting all your stories out. With the sky glowing red and the city slowly dimming, we had no promises between us, but in that moment, everything felt complete. You leaned on my shoulder, and I gently The silence felt like the deepest conversation. Even without the word love, the night was enough. Everything sat in its place, and you were asleep, softly leaning on me. Of love were needed. The way you fell asleep, leaning into me, that was everything. I held my breath just to keep you resting. The river breeze, the moonlight, and you all embraced me that night. We rushed out early in the morning, took a bus an hour away to a city with a wide calm lake. Sunlight danced on the rippling surface. We bought rice balls and drinks at a convenience store and sat on a lakeside bench. I said something without thinking. You burst into laughter. That laugh decided the weather of our day. I copied your way of speaking. You mimicked the way I walked. Even our photo poses started to match. The way you covered your mouth when you laughed. Now I can't tell which one of us started first. Looking at you, I felt like I was looking at myself. The lake was still, and we were submerged in it too. Slowly, quietly, we were soaking into each other. Even without words, we were becoming alike. Reflected in the lake, you and me, same expression, same gaze. We're becoming like each other. Our voices, our laughter, our gestures, our teasing. We're becoming like each other, naturally blending into each other's days. We were becoming alike. You hummed the song I liked. I suggested going to the place you always visited. We spoke of each other's past as if it were the present, and we planned our future schedules together. We didn't achieve anything grand, but just being together felt like building something. Becoming alike means we've been together for a while. We're becoming alike. Same taste in coffee, same way of pouring a drip. Even our walking rhythm began to sync. We're becoming alike. In stretched out conversations, we still found surprisingly perfect timing. reflected in the lake. Maybe we were slowly coming together into one shared form. We were becoming alike, just like that, quietly, slowly. We were becoming like each other. Again today with those calm eyes. From a distance I watched your shadow. Though I never said it aloud, I wished your day would be safe, that no one would leave scars on you. I prayed in silence. The world is always filled with whispers and glances, and you just try to live your life. So like a scarecrow, I stood still, pretending to smile even when the wind shook me, even when I felt torn inside. Maybe I was afraid that those birds flying past this field might carry you away, that me just standing here might not be enough. I'm a scarecrow with a heart full of wishes to protect. Can't stretch my arms, can't step forward, yet more than anyone I block the path of harm with a heart I never spoke of. I stood there, I kept the light on late, fearing you'd feel down at night. I rewrote a single message 10 times over, afraid even my care would feel like a burden. Even from myself I hid my feelings. Spoke much, but I've learned how to watch when you cried. Maybe you didn't notice the rain, but I stood blocking its direction with my back. I'm a scarecrow, you're like a flower blooming with each season. You come and go with the wind, but I stay here, wishing you'll never be hurt, quietly holding out my arms without a word. Maybe you don't need to know all of this, even so I'll stay right here in this field with a smile only the wind can see, with the heart of a scarecrow. I'm still watching over you. On one side of my desk, there's always a notebook lying open inside. Little stories of you and me, pieces of emotion pressed into each day are gently written. 2 reasons you smile today, our ranking of gimbap flavors, the bus stop view we wanna visit,
may be trivial to others, but to me they shine. At first the word love felt too big to write, but now on every page the way I write your name gets more beautiful. This notebook holds our days together. No dates, no titles, just skies from those days. The way you spoke, the gaze you gave me, I don't wanna forget it. So today again I write in my autumn notes a tiny sticker, a crooked heart like your doodles. The folded corners carry traces of our time. As I flip through them, your face gently the page. Some people capture love in photographs, others etch it in songs, but me, I write you down quietly, letter by letter. Each day one more line, our future imagined like a diary. Though nothing is spoken, this notebook holds our hearts pressed between the pages. My autumn notes are filled with laughter, half filled with thoughts of you. Even when the season changes, this feeling will keep being written, because you, my season, still linger in me. What joy! My face is colored by the autumn breeze. La la la, it sparkles. Your face is colored by the autumn sunshine. La la la, tinted red. Our faces are colored by the autumn leaves. The sky is clear, the wind is high, and at the tip of our walking feet leaves dangle and twirl. A smile brushed by the tip of my nose, a voice brushing past my ears, too precious to just let pass, so I softly sing a tune. Tururu, dun 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 dun. This day tinted by autumn light, I sing it, me and you. We laugh in the daytime and walk quietly at night, between us two. A handful of sunlight, a slice of moonlight. Under the moonlight, each other's faces look a little more beautiful. We smiled, blaming it on the season. La la la, what joy! You and I colored by autumn, warmly and for a long time. This song will be remembered. Dun 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 dun
changing the color of my heart in this moment with you. La la la, we are coloring together. La la la, with autumn we are coloring together. La la la. Played the guitar so beautifully. Why did I only realize it now? You rolled up your sleeves, loosened your fingers, and began to play just for me. You pulled out a slightly worn sheet of music. It's a song I wrote. You said with a smile when I asked the title, you quietly replied, a sincere autumn song dedicated to you. With that sound, my heart began to echo, and my lips started to hum the melody. From the very beginning, it felt like our story. All day long, we sang that song, first you, then me. We sang the same song to each other with different hearts. It was a love song without a doubt. You were smiling, I felt like crying. Your guitar strings carried my heart deeper than words. Each emotion was soaked into every single note. Into each other's faces and followed the guitar's voice again. This time I wanted to sing a heartfelt love song dedicated to you. Now it's a song for both of us, a melody one began, the other completes. We sang it together for each other with one heart at the edge of autumn. Though the guitar fell silent, the melody remained. Our day together, our season together. Inside that song, we keep calling each other again and again. A sincere autumn song dedicated to you. was a night full of stars. We sat on a bench, leaning on each other's shoulders,
street lights, showing more than anything that night. You were glowing. That star's mine, you said lately with a grin, and beside it I quietly chose a star for myself, the one that always follows you, the clingy constellation that was me never letting go of you. You laughed and said, I'm the puppy constellation, lonely without you, lost without you. And with those words my nose stung a little, I don't know why. Our constellations look just like each other, even from afar. They always seem side by side up in the sky, and down here too. We were always together. Who created constellations, I wonder? Did they already know about us? Up in the night sky, tiny destinies that look like you and me. We're pulling each other closer. When autumn nights come again, we'll still be smiling under the same stars, looking at the same sky, remembering each other's constellations, sharing this feeling in the flow of time, smiling like stars in the sky. Our constellations will never change, even as time passes. Wherever we are, we'll be the light that finds each other each night beneath those stars, thinking of you, dreaming under the same sky. One by one, the names we gave our stars, childish maybe, but filled with sincerity. Beneath the quiet autumn sky, you are my puppy star, and I'm your clingy star, forever shining with you. I met you again today. We stayed long at the library, flipping through pages together, reading aloud lines we both liked. And just like that, time slipped past us again. We dropped by a bookstore, you handed me a book of poems. You like this poet, right? You said with a smile, and I simply nodded. At that moment, I felt a lump in my throat. As always, that alley where we say goodbye, you walked me home, then turned to go your own way. It was always like that, but today something felt different. Before your back faded away, I turned around, and right then you turned to the moment our eyes met. Without a word, we started to run toward each other down that night street.
dark alley we left because it was so sudden, because it felt so good. No words were needed. From the path we always parted on, we had chosen the same road at last. So your back would no longer grow distant. I could run after you every day from now on. No more lonely nights. At the end of the alley there'll be nights with you. That night we turned around and ran together with a clear resolve we'd never made before. Our hearts raced ahead faster than the season. This morning, you said you had to go on a business trip. You smiled and said you'd be back in a day. But in that moment, something inside me cracked just a little. It was the first time I felt this unease. I was fine during the day, kept busy with work, met people. But as evening came, the whole world turned unfamiliar. Familiar streets, a familiar cafe. But the emptiness without you felt strangely out of place. Sitting blankly in front of a cup of coffee, I kept checking my phone, only to find no messages. I sighed deeply, there was probably nothing wrong. Still, I worried anyway. Yesterday felt like 3 years. A single day without you was unbearably long. An evening without you filled my world with absolute silence. Maybe this is what love feels like. In the darkened room, I caught a glimpse of myself in the window. Somehow I looked pitiful. My eyes seemed to be searching for your shadow. Even to myself, I felt like a stranger. Suddenly, I remembered the day we first met. That smile of yours grabbed hold of me from somewhere at the end of this long day. I came to realize this heart waiting for you feels so empty. Today too is passing like 3 years, and tomorrow I'll wait for you again, even if every day feels this long and aching. Maybe this waiting is a gift you left me, because that's how much I love you. Beyond the curtain, the night sky opens, and with a slightly eased breath I'll drift back to you. When you return, I'll tell you all about how long this day has felt that yesterday. It felt like 3 whole years. On a rainy night, you gently said to me, there's something I haven't told you. And with those words, my heart quietly began to tremble. Eyes turned away, your story slowly unfolded. Childhood wounds, sorrows you couldn't speak of, you laid them bare from the darkness within. And still you stood before me, and still you said you'd love me. That confession spoke deeper than any word. Your confession made me cry, even without saying I love you. Your every word came down like tears, the path you took to arrive here. I felt it in my bones. You told me I never believed in love. That's why you were slow, so cautious to come close. Even that hesitation felt precious now. Thank you for telling me. Thank you for being honest. Even the darkness in you, I can now hold it too.
cafe by the lake, an aging space. Songs that remember their golden days. We're still guarding the place. The people were quiet, only memories remained on the tables. When the stage lights dimmed and the old speaker played a song from the past, suddenly you stood up, exchanged a few words with the owner, picked up a guitar and sat on the small stage. In that moment I forgot to breathe. The light shone on you, the guitar strings trembled, and as the first verse began I knew right away this was something brighter than any stage I'd ever seen. The autumn song you shared, I was in that song, though you didn't say the word love. Every melody was calling my name. In that moment I was sure you were mine. The crowd held its breath, my hands clutched my heart. You didn't even lift your head, just immersed in the song. Your song was in the memory. It was this very moment, and every note was directed at me. That song moved me deeply. What you couldn't say in words, you delivered through your song. From that moment on, I decided not to hesitate. Love comes just like this. The autumn song you shared, the love song you shared, the song of you and me that you shared. This happiness of being one, I could only let my tears fall endlessly. The cafe grew lively, people clapped and called for an encore. I bowed my head in silence. You set down the guitar and came to me. In that moment the whole world came to me. I realized I was your song. How could I ever describe you that day with just words and melody? How could I ever describe that emotion of the day? I fell asleep counting stars, 1, 2, then thousands more. I never knew infinity could feel so comforting with you by my side. Even the word end became beautiful. Time passes, the world changes, but our names will never fade. With this love alone, I could cross the entire universe. From the were born again among the dust of stars, we'd still remember each other's names, becoming each other's gravity. We'd pull close once more. Of time, even when all light fades, when earth stands still, and ground that disappears, we'll still call out each other's names, even in the silence beyond sound. To the end of stars with you, I'm never alone on this path. I'll be crossing 1,000 galaxies, we'll end up in each other's eyes. Even after all stars vanish, only one thing remains: the time I had with you, brighter than stars, warmer than darkness. That is our eternal promise. Walk with me in silence, the stars already know that we will stay together to the very end. The wind was crisp, the clouds drifted free, the sky stretched endlessly blue, and the leaves turned to dazzling flames. Everything about that day reminded me of you. There was sunlight in your gaze, your voice as soft as fallen leaves. Even the warmth in your touch felt like autumn itself. We walked in silence and only our glances met. That alone was enough. Time seemed to freeze, and in that moment forever didn't feel so far. If only this autumn could last forever, you and I, staying in the season where a single day feels like a lifetime shared. Even when seasons change, my heart will still remain right here. The air was laced with coffee, our quiet smiles met across the breeze. Even a simple gesture made the world dance. Every little moment felt like a miracle. Let winter come, I won't mind as long as you're with
each other's season. So under the same sky we'll always feel the wind together. The sunlight faded and the sky deepened. I held your hand tight and whispered, I hope this won't be our last autumn together. If only this autumn could last forever. The world was still so dark. We sat together in a quiet room, lit a single candle without a word, just looking into each other's eyes. We stayed in that light. You reached out your hand, placed it gently over mine. Let's remember this moment, you said, and with that something in me started to tremble softly. We didn't make big promises, only this, that we'd stay close like today, that even if darkness comes, it's okay, as long as we're together. We lit a candle in the dark and decided to look toward the same road. Even on the hard and distant days, this one flame will be enough, a single hope, lighting two hearts, guiding us all the way. Even when the world gets loud, let's walk at our own pace, not too fast, not too slow, like the candlelight, steady, warm, lighting our nights together. If ever this light begins to flicker, let's hold hands again, that's our promise. So even with eyes closed, we'll still feel each other near. We lit a candle in the dark. Even if the world grows distant, we'll be closer. No more words are needed, just holding your hand, following this light, one step at a time. We'll keep walking on. The candle was small, but its light revealed everything. Our hearts, our future, in this very moment, without a word, we chose the road together, becoming the brightest light in the darkest night. On an autumn night, you sat quietly in front of me, hands folded, saying nothing, and my heart softened at the sight that
whispered a prayer for you, that your shoulders feel lighter, that even when alone you never feel lonely, that my love becomes your shelter. I prayed in silence. You had your eyes closed and then you said, when autumn comes my heart becomes still, and in that stillness I find you. Your words, they made my heart ache gently. On this autumn night we prayed for each other, calling each other's names softly and slowly. With one glowing heart we wish to walk this path together humbly. If someone's prayer can become another's everything, then I want it to be your sky at night, so that your tears won't fall, so that your stillness won't shatter. I wanted to dwell in that prayer. Prayer wasn't made of words, it was our gaze, our held hands, a breathless smile that was enough. And if God was listening, I hope this love to be blessed. The prayer of this autumn night began with our names, a vow where we protect one another. Each night, repeating like a sacred song, my prayers for you won't end. Even when seasons change, after the prayer, we simply sat there, no candle, no words, and yet it was the warmest place in the world, because it was our autumn night prayer. Even if you say nothing, I already know where your heart lingers, what you're quietly holding inside. I sit by the window tinted with autumn light and sing just for you today. Hope I'm not too late, that my song still reaches you. May this melody become a candle in your lonely evening. Let all winds pass by you and rest with me. This song is a promise, even if I never sing it to the end. It flows toward you as a daily prayer, the most beautiful
for you. Longing becomes prayer and prayer becomes song. Carrying my heart, it travels to you. Seasons may pass, time may flow, but I will remain always by your side. May this song be a warm blanket for your night. Even in this indifferent world, may it protect you alone. This song is my quietest devotion, offered only to you. All the songs I've sung through the seasons for you. I now wish to remain with you through this final melody. Even if one last note still lingers, I will not sing it to the end, so it may begin again in your heart anytime. This song is an autumn prayer and my eternal confession to you. It was the same moon, yet tonight it changed, and you too shone brighter than yesterday. Walking back home, the world turned radiant. The streets, the people, the trees whispered softly to me. Moonlight poured like a dazzling grace. Every small moment felt like a gift. On a familiar path, new joy descended, filling the emptiness in my heart. Is the moon closer tonight because I love you more, or because the world has embraced me whole? October moonlight wrapping us together. All sorrow fades, only gratitude remains. Love becomes a great shining light, illuminating our endless night. I realized I was never alone. Your smile reopened my world. The sky is full of light, my heart is full of song. Tonight I am painted by that glow. We gaze upon the same moon. Even if we walk different roads, we'll meet again. In that moment, love will never cease, but spread brighter like moonlight itself. October moonlight holding me tenderly. The world calls out your name. The song of love
as love and joy, eternal and true. After we parted, you grew larger in me, expanding, filling every corner of my heart. I looked at the moon beyond the window and saw your face overlap its glow. Sleep would not come, my heart kept stirring, drawn into the lights of a convenience store. Can of beer within that small comfort, I found myself calling out to you again. Moonlight spoke the words I could not say. The night made me confess more honestly. Had I ever liked tonight, faced the moon and spoken with it, of you watching the moon, I saw you smiling within its light. Even my loneliness was painted beautiful by that strange overlap of you and the moon. At the day's end, emptying the glass, my heart kept reaching toward you. In this secret moment no one else would know, only you lingered quietly in my soul. Will I ever tell you of this night? The moon I saw, the night I drank, my monologue filled with you, a story shared with the moon. Thinking of you watching the moon, my confession could not fall asleep. Love surrounded me like silver light, and that night spread wholly toward you. Even if this night fades, even if the moon wanes, the moment I thought of you will remain. Quietly like moonlight, my heart for you kept spreading gently, and you inside me shone ever clearer. Was this street always so warm? I used to pass by, but tonight it's different. With you beside me, even the lights glow tender. The breeze, the benches all welcome us home. We stepped into a strange road, yet it feels so right. Matching your steps, my heart grows light. Unknown signs, unfamiliar scenes all around, but with you every path feels like home. The time I walk with you,
transforms every street in the world, a miracle blooming on an ordinary road. Walking together on a strange street, suddenly it feels like our own. Love turns the scenery into something new, and the road flows like a song. When you smile, the streetlights start to dance. When I breathe, the night leans quiet and calm. This moment, a secret no one else can see. Strange, yet it's become our very own world. Where has the road I once knew gone? With you, everything feels new again. The street speaks softly to us, making tonight unforgettable. Walking together on a strange street, now it's the dearest path we've known. Love colors the world around us. The street flows endlessly like a song. Even when night deepens, even when the moon fades, this road we walked will still remain. Strange yet familiar, a miraculous path forever carved in my heart by love. Strange yet familiar, a miraculous path forever carved in my heart by When I run ahead, the moon follows me. When you run first, it follows you too. We laugh and call the moon like children. The night sky became our secret playground. Turn a corner, cross a bridge, still the moon shines quietly behind us. Like a secret only we could know, moonlight shadows walk with us everywhere. Moonlight sparkles as if smiling, our steps grow quicker and quicker. This night feels like forever. The moon is chasing us, la la la. The moon is chasing us, la la la. Wherever we go, whatever we do, moonlight is following us, la 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 la. When I stop after holding your hand to run, the moonlight paused right behind us. From this moment born as a game, love grew like a child inside the night. You laugh, I laugh,
is chasing us, la, la, la. Even as night deepens, la, la, la. Love song never stops, it stays beside us like moonlight, la, la, la. The moon is chasing us, la, la. Shining on us till the very end, la, la, la. Love flows endlessly like moonlight. This night is filled with laughter, la, la, la. You are the moon, I am the star. Different lights, yet we shine the same sky. Though we stand so far apart, each night we meet with just our eyes. When your bright face embraces mine, I grow smaller yet gladly shine. I only wish to guard your quiet glow, so heaven's light will never fade. Though we may never touch, we exist for one another, and that alone is enough. You the moon, I the star, sharing the sky as love's companions. Though far apart, though never touching, we brighten each other every night. I circle around you, watching close. My little light is held in your glow. Even if we never fully joined, that distance was the shape of love. Sometimes near and sometimes far, still the sky connects us whole. Starlight loved the moonlight, and moonlight never forgot the star. You the moon, I the star, our distance unknown to anyone else. Though we can't touch, we never fade. Together we fill the night with love. Even if the sky goes dark, even if the world forgets, the moon and star will whisper still. Though apart, though far away, love's sky will keep us endlessly bound. There was a day you sat beside me in silence, not a word spoken, yet I understood. Steam slowly fading from the coffee cup, moonlight filling the room through the window.
What I felt was deeper
than any words. You neither smiled nor cried that night, yet in your silence I found comfort, like the moon that lights the world without a sound. On a night where even the smallest noise was gone, I felt you within that quiet. Silent as the moon beside me, maybe that was the greatest love of all. No touch, no glance was needed, just being there was more than enough. I still remember a single moment on the desk. The calendar still shows that day. The mug you left still waits in its place, and silence keeps holding my life together. People often say love is something spoken aloud, but I know since that night it can grow even inside. Silence, silent as the moon beside me. Someday it will echo louder than words. When tears fall, when laughter spreads, love remains by keeping its place. The moon never uttered a word, yet I leaned on its glow to breathe again, and your silence did the same, becoming the strength that let me live. This morning, the wind felt colder outside. Leaves were scattering, covering the street. I thought of you as always and wondered, do you feel the same? With a coffee in hand, I just wanted to ask, what happens to your heart when autumn comes? Would you call it lonely, or would you call it warm? Are you living this season the same as I do? No need for complicated words. Just tell me honestly, is autumn falling in your heart too? Does autumn fall in your heart too? Like mine, a little cool, a little warm. Does it sway you the same way I wanna feel this season together? Is your heart the same as mine? The days are short and nights are grown long, and with them thoughts of you have grown longer. Quietly I keep asking myself,
Are you looking at the same sky as me? Does autumn fall in your heart too? When you're alone like this, how do you endure the passing season? I just wanna ask you that as autumn seeps quietly into me. Do you seep into me as well? Does autumn fall in your heart too? Like mine, a little cool, a little warm. Are you swaying as I am? If so, then maybe we are walking the same road right now. Even when this short season ends, this question remains: has autumn ever fallen in your heart as well? I'm still quietly asking each night as the wind blows, as the leaves pile up. Does autumn fall in your heart too? Does autumn fall in your heart? In your heart? Fall in your heart. The sunset spread long across the riverbank. We sat there wondering, tent or a cottage. We laughed at our own indecision, and in the end stayed right where we were. We lit a candle, strummed the guitar softly, humming a song of dbdb, half serious, half playful. You suddenly closed your eyes as if in prayer. I laughed and followed you, a moment both serious and foolishly sweet. The wind crossed over the river, shaking in harmony with our laughter, and the night grew deeper still.
From Sunset Riverbank to Dawn Riverbank, we stayed together all the while.
Playfully yet with gravity, singing and praying through the night. Conversations quieter than the guitar sound, feelings deeper than the beer in our hands. We never spoke an answer in the end, yet everything was already understood. People would call it just another youthful memory, but we alone knew it was a small miracle that night. A prayer and song no one else could copy.
From Sunset Riverbank to Dawn Riverbank, we laughed with a seriousness of our own.
Between our playful words was hidden a love confession already spoken.
From Sunset Riverbank to Dawn Riverbank, we laughed with a seriousness of our own.
Between our playful words was hidden a love confession already spoken. The river carried on along its flow, and still we sat right there together. From the glow of sunset to the morning mist, that night remained with us forever. faces gathered round, glowing like the round full moon. The table was heavy with abundance, but greater than fullness was the warmth inside. We asked of each other's well-being, shared old stories, and embraced each other with just our eyes. The moon grew round, the hearts grew round, yet in my place you were missing.
Drop of dew upon the blade of grass, moonlight quietly resting on it. I stood there watching in silence. The world was shining in the smallest things. On the path we once walked together, each blade glowing in silver light. Longer than our words remained, that glow embraced me whole. The world doesn't need to be grand. This moment alone was enough. Moonlight on blades of grass, quietly filling my heart tonight. No words needed, no promises made. The night was already full of light. A gentle breeze passing by, the blades of grass swayed like song, and in that tender motion I realized love arrives in such humble ways. sunset shining clear, we seep quietly into each other's hearts. Moonlight on blades of grass, shining like your gentle smile. And within that subtle glow, I found myself loving you again. Though the night deepens, the grass still gleams, moonlight seeping more quietly into me. At the day's end, this silent scene becomes the first light guiding tomorrow.
Where the scent of coffee lingered, I sat on a small chair waiting for you. An afternoon ripening in silence, even the wind was soft back then. My heart leaned toward you, and that leaning became the world's balance. Each time a leaf fell, the moonlight deepened just a little more. On the path we used to walk, a nameless song began to bloom. In that moment, love came to us without a word. The moon deepens with the falling leaves. Inside it, our quiet promise, a heart that knows without being told. Today I love you just like that. Some things never change with time, like the quiet warmth between us, like moonlight. Being with you right now is more certain than any future.
beside me in silence, and in that moment autumn felt complete. Your eyes reflected the moonlight, softly shining as they looked into mine. When a single leaf fell onto your shoulder, we smiled without saying a word. In a garden where even the wind pressed, the warmth of fall gently wrapped around us. Just your quiet presence was enough to fill me completely. The moonlit garden on the hill, you and I inside its crimson glow. Love blooms without a sound as I stay with you on this autumn night. The moon rose between tree branches, and gently you held my hand. In that small warmth from your fingertips, I understood everything. This garden is not a passing scene, but a story holding an entire season. Though memories may scatter like leaves, love remains like this quiet garden. The moonlit garden on the hill, you and I in a deepening season. Even just watching you from afar, this night was more than warm enough. The moon begins to resemble us. The garden fills with your breath at the edge of autumn. We linger in each other's time. Rhythm flows above the moonlight, stars exchange glances nodding in time. From the tip of your steps, the autumn night learns to dance. Moonlight brushes your shoulders, I hum gently following you. Even a breeze trembles like a musical
The sky composes a melody when moonlight shimmers on the waves. Your laughter sounds like a trumpet. Beneath the stars we dance a never-ending song. Even without a word, the moonlight understands your heart first. It comes to me like a stream and quietly wraps around my soul.
Your gaze
Is a silent verse of poetry like dew resting on a lake of grass. It becomes the breath of midnight. In that moment, the world holds its breath, and all that remains is you, me, and the moonlight. The moonlight whispers in a language we know. A night so quiet, even the wind listens. Love is passed along, without light, without sound. Between you and me lies an unspoken distance. Yet even that space is beautiful, for we are one, without ever touching.
Our story always began in silence. That silence grew and painted the world like moonlight.
The moonlight whispers softly yet certainly. Through our eyes, through our fingertips, love lingers on, leaving no trace. The river flows on, the grass nods gently. I quietly hold you close and speak your name again to the moonlight.
curtains. The cat curls beside your legs. I quietly brewed coffee. The light touching your face felt so warm. Instead of the smell of baked bread, I prefer the scent of your laughter. Without a word, we used to opening our day with each other. With no need for promises, each day begins like a gift. Even a single leaf outside the window sparkles with I love by your side again today. As if nothing special is happening, but more special than anything, I walk this day with you. Past the morning into the afternoon. By the time the sunset glows, we sit together and listen to music. Even with nothing new, my heart overflows. This moment feels like I have it all. Even as time passes, even if the world changes, being with you is my reason. By your side again today. As always without a fuss, yet with a dazzling heart, I offer this day to you. As moonlight settles into evening and the cat's breathing slows, we turn toward each other and whisper in tomorrow too, beside you. Drifted by without meaning, and suddenly it resembled your face. Like a rainy afternoon by the window, my heart quietly soaked in that feeling. Even the noise of the street and the footsteps passing by somehow all sounded like music, as long as you were inside me. Nameless tunes began to resemble you in the deepest corners of my heart. Songs for you start to flow. Only songs for you fill my world. Start to hum, preparing the next song for you. Even without saying a word,
this feeling is. Each moment I think of you, a new song is born. All these songs for you fill the space until there's no more room for emptiness. Melodies that color my everyday, hoping they reach you again today. You are the reason behind every song, and I become music inside your world. On this untitled sheet of us, love flows endlessly. You are Autumn comes a little closer, hanging quietly at the tip of the branch, and so does my heart for you. It deepens little by little. Everything ripens with time. Your gaze tells me all without a word. You came to me like a season. Now you're simply my everyday. Sitting by the window with coffee in hand, I call your name quietly inside. Like clouds drifting by, love flows gently too. Autumn deepens and my heart soaks into it slowly. With you beside me, every moment feels like a gift. A quiet afternoon touched by soft sunlight. Like an old letter tucked into a book. Our memories gently begin to bloom once Time keeps flowing, but our love deepens still. If the heart had its own season, mine would be autumn, named after you. Autumn deepens and we embrace each other more quietly, wordlessly, gently. Our love becomes whole like autumn itself. Like a fallen leaf, my heart settles next to you. At the edge of autumn, I close the day with you.
across the yard and you're smiling quietly. Our evening begins just like that, with small warm musical notes. We share hearts, not words, listening to melodies in each other's eyes. Fallen leaves gently collect our stories one by one. La la la, no words are needed just to stay within your breath. With you I wanna sing this season, October serenade, a song of autumn made by you and me. Though it's not heard aloud, our hearts flow like a melody. Time passes slowly and we remain within it. The sound of your breathing is more than enough for me. La la la, a song just for you, for always staying by my side. The quietest voice of love now wraps this October night. I need the moonlight. La la la, dancing just for us before this becomes a memory. Please hold this moment close. Beneath the moonlight, la la la, dancing just for us before this becomes a memory. Please hold this moment close. We sat side by side, gazing at the night sky. The moonlight wrapped around us in silence. Quietly we held each other's hands and closed our eyes like a prayer. You whispered my name so gently, and I placed my heart into your eyes. The moon stayed just the same, but our wishes grew brighter and brighter. One star, my desire. Two stars, your prayer. In that moment under the moon, we shared the same dream. A sky full of our wishes tonight. The trembling of hearts quietly echoing. We didn't need to speak a word to know this love was true. was resting gently on our shoulders. Time stood still in this quiet night. Wrapped in your warmth, I stayed. Though our prayers rose toward the sky, our truest hearts reached out to each other. If the moon heard all that we said, then maybe our hearts have already met. A sky full of our wishes tonight. This endless prayer of love unfolds, a hope completed in the name of us, flowing together beneath the moonlight. We became the moon for one another. You, my only wish, embraced by starlight. We made a promise of forever. At the fading edge of the season, your hand was still warm. We walked in silence as if time had gently paused for us. When the last moonlight lit the path, our shadows became one, and in that shadow we made a vow.
No matter what comes, we
Stay together, even if seasons change, even if the skies grow dim, we will always find each other. The moonlight will guide us beneath the last moonlight of October. We walk toward the future with love greater than fear. Anywhere is fine as long as we're together. I picked up a fallen leaf and quietly slipped it into your pocket, saying, let's remember this moment, let's never forget. On this night where stars whisper, may our tomorrow shine bright. Even if the road is rough, if it's with you, I am enough. Beneath the last moonlight of October, our wishes bloom like breath. The light reflected in your eyes quietly soaks into my heart. Passing through this night toward the next month, let's walk forward.
just the two of us at October's end. We greet yet another beginning.